A really difficult conversation. Geminis, the Six of Swords, the Two of Swords. That's a tough conversation, almost like a treacherous conversation that you're gonna have with somebody who is either your lover, you're married to, or you have a contractual relationship with, the lovers, okay? Those are the three cards on the top. Looking at the bottom card, Three of Pentacles. This could talk about saying, I want to just be friends, I want to be more platonic, or the Three of Pentacles could just be saying, these are the things we need to address in our relationship, in this relationship, to make it work on a practical level. Three of Pentacles is like very practical card. So there's something about practicality that needs to be addressed within this relationship, but it's not easy to talk about. On the bottom, we have the Seven of Cups. So you're not sure, or this person, if it's not you, if somebody who's going to be talking to you, Geminis, doesn't know how this conversation is going to pan out. In fact, they're expecting the worst, and it might end up being the worst because we have the Tower. There's the potential for the worst thing, for really disaster in this conversation. Whatever this conversation is, it could lead to disaster. It could lead to the unraveling of the relationship. So this is serious business. Underneath the Tower, we have Judgment. So yeah, this is coming to an end. This is the conclusion of something. And yeah, it could be like, well, can we just be friends, right? And that could be devastating information for somebody to hear, but that's just one scenario. Underneath Judgment is the Nine of Swords. This person is stressed out about this conversation, or this will be a very stressful topic to talk about. Let's look at a couple more cards from the top because it continues to get interesting. We have the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. How can we have this conversation? How can we get across this message, what's been on our mind, without destroying everything? Ten of Swords, without complete destruction, right? How can we salvage some of what we have, some of this lover's relationship? Now, this can just be like a partner, this can be a business partnership. It can be any kind of partnership. It can even be a family type of contract in the sense of like mother-daughter, but that would be if it was like a very, very close relationship. So apply that as it. Let's pull Oracle card. Okay, so first of all, weirdly, I can't stop smelling earth, fresh earth. It's not around me, so it's coming in psychically, which rarely happens. So maybe that resonates for you on some level. Maybe you guys have been walking around and there's fresh earth around you. Can't be in the Northeast because it's just snow around here, but I am getting that sense, earth. What could earth mean metaphorically? You know, freshly tilled earth. Maybe that's just referring to like unearthing, maybe unearthing something through this conversation, right? But looking at the cards, I've got Cancer, Mars reversed, and then we have the Torch here. So this could definitely be a family member, somebody who, or there's a relationship that is very familial. So maybe if it's a partnership, like a romantic situation, it's very like mothering, or very, or one person acts very fathering to the other person, right? And with Mars reversed and the Torch here, the Torch is what is revealed because it's shining a light on the situation or on the information. In this case, they don't want the other person to flip out, maybe even violently, because Mars reversed is like, don't freak out. They're concerned that this person might react violently, maybe even like scream, yell, have like a tantrum. Who knows? That I guess that depends on how violent your particular person or this particular person is for you, on how violently they could react. But the potential is there with Mars reversed. All right, let's pull some advice and see how you can best break this news to this person, or how you can best receive this news if you are the person on the receiving end. Advice? Okay, interesting. So the person who receives this news is not going to react the way that is expected, because we have the Hangman and the Seven of Wands. They're not going to flip out, and in fact, it could even be that they expected this news. They already knew on some level what it is that they're going to be told. We have the Four of Cups. It's like, that's memory. It was already known to them on some level, maybe consciously, maybe subconsciously, but they already knew it. And just telling them, I mean, yeah, it might not be pleasant information because the Hangman, but it is bringing it up to light, but it doesn't seem unexpected information. This person is not going to flip out. This person is just going to be like, okay, Seven of Wands, all right. Seven of Wands is, all right, let's talk about this. That's Seven of Wands. It's very reasonable. I would say Seven of Wands is very reasonable. So, and here's the other part. With Death and the Page of Wands, they're going to be like, fine, go do that. Yeah, whatever. They want to just actually end the conversation. So Death card, they want to put the conversation to rest. They want to move on, and they're going to let you do whatever it is that you want to bring up and talk about, so that they don't want to talk about it. They want to table this. They're not going to freak out. They're just going to be like, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, do that. Okay, they're gonna say whatever they need to say. They're gonna let you do whatever they need to let you do to table the topic. Let's pull Oracle cards for advice. Wow, okay, so the advice is saying leave no stone unturned. When you do have this conversation with this person, this tough conversation, you might as well say everything. Go deep. And because of the cave, we have the cave here, which is kind of like delve into the darkness, into every aspect of the things that you have not talked about. And Mercury is just reiterating the fact that speech, it's communication, right? Looking down here, you have Sagittarius, Mars, and the volcano. It's kind of like the time is now. You know, we have Mars in the volcano. The time is now. The time for action is now, because Sagittarius, the time for planning for the future is also now, right? You have to act now. You have to speak now so that you have the ability to plan for the future now, because now is the time for these. And you know, the other thing with Mars and the volcano here is feel free to let them have it. If you've been holding these things in and you want to get them off your chest, boom, get them off your chest, even if it's explosive. It'll just be better if it's off your chest and if it causes kind of a commotion than it remaining unsaid. So you may as well just bust it wide open and get it done and say what needs to be said and move on so that everybody can move on with their lives and plan for the future. And I feel like it's going to, whatever it is that the conversation is going to end up being overall better received than you expect, and it is going to end up more practical, practically sustainable than you expect. Okay, that is your reading, Gemini. If that resonated for you, don't forget to like the video and follow the channel if you want to come back and